Okay, welcome back. Today is a honest gear review, and yet again I'm doing something on a art product, and this time it's the art SGX Nitro. I just got this a few days ago. I've been playing a little bit with it, tweaking a preset, and just testing it. So I'm just gonna go straight into it. I'm just gonna start on preset 1. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn the Roland GP8 off. It's here again. As you know, with the art products, it needs some help, but that's okay. I'm using this Jackson RR3. It's made in Japan. Has Duncan design pickups. That's just, I'm not able to see what it says with the... I think this preset's called Rough Rhythm. rough. Distortion Room. So distortion with a room reverb. I mean, nice reverb. And oh shit, this is on the B bank. If you're familiar with the Art SGX SGX 2000 Express, you know that there's like 4 banks, but I mean the presets are basically all the same. There's no much difference, but I'll just stick with the B bank. I mean, if anyone wants to hear the rest, I mean they're pretty cheap. They're like $100 on eBay if you can find one in decent condition for like $100. I'll say pick it up. So and wide chorus. You know, you can't use the X15 with this, and it will auto assign. And I have them over there. I just haven't set them up, so that's why I'm finagling here with the front panel. But whatever. There's some weird shit on this one. I'll just run quickly through these, but they're nothing to kind of... These aren't... They're so gated that you barely get anything through. I mean, they're your standard shitty 90s preset. I mean, I haven't really found anything like that has good stock presets, maybe except some of the effects units that are just effects. For example, the Rocktrons are pretty good out of the box, as they're kind of hard to program in my opinion. but like for preamp stuff, yeah, no. I don't know what they're thinking down at the factory here, but whatever. I'll just scroll over to my sound, so just so we know where the good stuff is. So it's just I don't have a clean patch here. I haven't come that far, but I do have a drive. So let's hear it without the Roland first. Very disappointing. Is that allowed to say? The stock sounds not very good, as with any art, except for the DST line. I mean, they're the only preamps from art that I've owned and tried, except for, oh yeah, then you have the bass command center and the effects command center, the small boards are pretty good. But like for rack mounted stuff, it's the DST line, and as far as I know, the Art SGX LT has a lot of good gain. I'm still trying to find one, but yeah, those are the ones I know. The 2000 and the Power Plant and all the other ones are pretty bad when it comes to the distortion, so you really need to kind of help it. So let me just engage the helps. I'm actually not just using overdrive here, cranked to the max. I'm also using an additional equalizer in the Roland, just because it needs this much help. However, as you can hear, with some help, really kick-ass sound. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool when you get some gain in front of it and an EQ. What I wish they had built in. And now, in my very personal opinion, I don't mind needing more gear to have one thing work. I'm on that more is more train. So I'm gonna have to buy more of these GP8s just to sort out with my Power Plant and my SGX, and yeah, I mean, it's a nice thing to have, and you know, it looks cool, you know, when you have, I don't know, when you have the XFX, for example, or the 11 rack, it's just one thing, and it's, you know, it sounds good, I mean, of course, but visually, I like things to look good as well. So, I'm kind of weird on that, I guess, but that's, I mean, some people like having just one thing, and I understand that, not everyone has the space or the money for all this shit that I have. It's an expensive hobby, but holy, yeah, when as I've said before in all my other art videos, when done right, they can sound awesome, and they're loud as fuck too. know why. It's kind of like this on the 2000 as well. When you play on the like up here, and like on the thicker strings, and on the neck pickup, kind of fades out. I don't know why it does that. I think it's overloading something or other. I just love this thing. I don't regret getting it. So yeah, I mean that's basically. There's not too much to say. I mean, it has all the built-in effects as the SGX 2000 has. So there's I don't know why there's so many different versions. Maybe it's an upgrade in terms of maybe processing power, but I don't think this one has a tube, for example, like the SGX 2000 has. And the input is on the back. And so hold on, let me just set down my guitar and turn this off, and I can talk about the little unit a little bit, because I mean, it's almost like a one-trick pony, in my opinion. Let me just plug it out back here. I haven't. Oh. There we go. Okay, so as I said, the input for your guitar is on the back, which is weird, seeing as it's a preamp, and it says here on the front, digital multi-effector pitch transposer programmable preamplifier. So where's the damn input? I mean, seeing as I'm using the Roland GP8 in the back anyway, it works since there's an input right there, but it's just why? Plugging your guitar in and out, going in the back, not my cup of tea. And there's that problem with the whole muting when you go too high up on the lower strings. I don't get what's going on there. There's not enough gain, obviously, but if you use overdrive, I mean, with anything, it will sound good. The effects are pretty good. I mean, they're art effects, not nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, they're all right. I like some of the effects on the other processors a little bit more, because they're, when you have a dedicated effects processor, that's what it does, effects. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I like it. I mean, they're cool. Again, I don't get why there's so many versions. I'm still missing like two types of SGX. There's the SGX T2 and the SGX LT, which is like the dumbed down version. As you see with, for example, you have the multiverb somewhere here. The multiverb here, and it's a fully fledged processor with a screen and all the knobs and shit. But then you have the multiverb alpha, or no, multiverb LT down here. There's 3 buttons and a slider for the mix. So it's probably like that. See those are that I'm missing. But yeah, I mean, find one cheap. It's a fun toy, and it can make some cool sounds. The clean is me. Something happens. It might be just a noise gate, but it's like a reversed reverb kind of thing, where the whole signal kind of sounds reversed, so it fades in when you pluck the strings. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but oh well. I mean, did I say there's not an effects loop on this thing? Kind of like all the Rocktron preamps. There's, well, except for the Prophecy, but like the old Rocktron preamps, no effects loop on the Chameleon, for example, nothing. So that's weird. But since it has all the built-in effects, I'm choosing just to use the Roland and the Nitro. I was gonna put it here with these effects, but that's another unit that's gonna hopefully come soon. We'll get into there. Yeah, so I guess that's it. I don't have too much to say today. It's nothing different than programming any other art preamp or effects processor, so I'm not gonna even bother showing you that. But I mean, this was just my honest review of this thing, and overall, it's alright. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. But I like it. It has its charm, and it has the typical art tone that I like so much. So, yeah. So yeah, until I see you again.